video I'm going to be showing you how to make this dream catcher. Supplies you'll need include an embroidery hoop or other type of hoop, scissors, fabric, hemp cord, and decorations. I chose feathers, strings, some lace trim, some beads. You can really choose whatever you want. So to start, you're going to lay out your fabric and cut it into 1-inch strips. I totally eyeballed mine. I didn't measure. Some of the edges are jagged, you'll see, but that really doesn't matter because we're just going to be using this to wrap around the hoop. So now that your strips are cut, you're going to go ahead and heat up your hot glue gun, and you're going to glue one end of one of your strips to your hoop and start wrapping that around your hoop, adding more strips as you need until the whole thing is covered. Once your hoop is covered, we can start making the woven pattern for the dream catcher. For this, you're going to need some hemp cord. I chose white, but there were many other colors available, so you can choose whatever color you want. And I wasn't very specific in measuring this either. I did 5 arms lengths because it seemed like plenty of string, and it worked out for me, so. Once your cord is cut, you're going to make a double knot around the hoop. And to start making your dream catcher pattern, it doesn't matter if you wrap the string around under or over the hoop, but you're gonna wrap it around the hoop and bring it back through the hole you've created and then pull that tight. And you'll see that I'm measuring the distance of the knot. I decided to use my index finger and the distance from my big knuckle to the tip of my finger. I ended up with a pretty tightly woven dream catcher, which was kind of hard when I got to the center and the holes were really teeny tiny. So you could even space it out using your whole index finger and you'll still end up with a great looking dream catcher. But again, you're bringing the hemp over or under around the outside of the hoop and then back through the hole you've just created. If you've ever made a friendship bracelet, these knots are pretty similar to the knots you would use doing that. So again, I'm just measuring using my index finger, making sure all my knots are tight and on the inside of the hoop, then bringing my hemp around the hoop and back through the hole that I've created. You're going to continue doing this all the way around the outside of the hoop and then continue in, making the circle in the center smaller and smaller as you go. So you'll see here I'm a couple layers deep into my weaving, and I'm just making sure that all my knots are centered as I go and that everything is pulled nice and tight. once your circle in the middle is the size you want it, you're going to make another double knot and then trim your string. Now it's time to make the embellishments that will hang off from the bottom of the dream catcher. So here I have a couple of crochet lace type trims. I had purple and white. I ended up only using the white. I also have some gold speckled feathers as well as some more natural looking feathers, and then some metallic beads. So I started with the feather bunches. I decided to make 3 of them. So for the first one, I'm just arranging the feathers in the way I want them to be layered. And then I'm going to take my hemp and double knot around the base of the stems. I'm going to tuck the short little tail of string up parallel to the stems and then wrap the hemp around the feathers several times until it looks the way I want it to, and make another double knot at the top. Once I'm done with this, I'm going to trim the hemp to the length I want it to be and repeat this 2 more times so I have 3 bunches. Now I'm going to make 2 beaded strands to hang in between my feather bunches. So for this, I used some clear beading string that I had, and I double knotted it, the end around 1 bead, and then I strung the rest on. I measured and cut my lace trim and then attached everything to the base of my dream catcher. A tip for this, for making sure that all the knots you've created will hold in the long run, is to take some clear nail polish and coat all the knots in that, and they will be much less likely to slip. The last step is to add a loop of hemp at the top to hang your dream catcher by. And there you have it. This is the dream catcher I created. I thought about adding some other embellishments, some braided cord or yarns, anything else. You can add whatever you feel like. This is totally up to you. Everything I used in this video I bought at Michael's for under $20, so I thought it was a great inexpensive way to make a really cool dream catcher to hang on my wall. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments down below, and stay tuned for more home decor tutorials in the future.